We are indeed currently experiencing a mental health crisis larger than we ever have seen in past decades, not only for adults, but more specifically for youth, as they are more vulnerable to stressful life events.
According to the Mental Health Commission of Canada, the suicide rate is up 25% in the 15 to 24 age bracket. And sadly, it's also becoming common to hear about teen-involved shootings and stabbings across the country. According to Dr. Carolyn McDonald-Harker with Mount Royal University, there's an emerging psychiatric fragility amongst youth, something she believes has stemmed from a string of stressful life events.
Over the last few years alone, we have seen a significant increase in the traumatic life events that youth are experiencing, including, for example, natural disasters. So here in Alberta alone, we experienced the 2013 Southern Alberta flood, and in 2016, the Fort McMurray wildfire. And added to that, just a few years later, we experienced the COVID-19 health pandemic.
Stress at home and amongst peers is also playing a large part in the added anxiety and depression youth are facing. That and not knowing when to unplug.
Because we've given them too much too soon at a young age when they weren't allowed to be on these platforms, they get sucked into these rabbit holes at a young age. And of course, they're developing. And what they're looking at is formulating opinion. For example, it could be extremist views, it could be political ideologies. And one of my messages is, as much as I believe tech, it's in my DNA, there's a time and a place.
Both McDonald-Harker and Davis say that in-person communication and guidance from parents are often being replaced with advice from peers who don't have the right tools and experience to offer the appropriate support.
When you're accessing these supports from youth of similar age and developmental life stage as you may not have that important, valuable information that is required.
Unfortunately, where the kids are now is the babysitting part of technology because parents are too busy.
Davis strongly urges parents to monitor their kids' use of tech and to enforce rules surrounding the sites and apps they have access to. In Calgary, Shilpa Downton, City News.